Anytime I think about the Teyana and Iman situation, I literally just have to throw a prayer up because, Lord, the men that you put on this earth to protect and provide are literally competing with the girls. They are literally talking us out of literally entire gigs, talking us into sacrificing our entire careers, into fumbling our whole bag, just so that they aren't seen as any less of a man.
So Teyana Taylor and Iman Shumpert have been at it. She does not want any of this to hit the blogs, okay? I've been lying to y'all all these years about how black love has been going for her. Women try to, they'll try to say, well, it was me that wanted the other woman in the bed. Are you gay? Because why would you want to share your man?
So those rumors between Teyana Taylor and Pierre are completely true. And guess who's out here looking like a bitter baby daddy? Iman. And he better get with Offset and drown his sorrows because Teyana is out here defending herself and her new man, and she's not standing for any of the BS Iman is trying to pull right now. And we love that for her. Go, sis. Teyana and Pierre, that's Mufasa, have been out and about looking like the black Mr. and Mrs. Smith. And even though neither of them have confirmed the relationship, actions speak louder than words. And we really don't need them saying much of anything at this point. Everyone on the internet is seeing it, and it looks like Iman is clutching his phone hard because he's throwing shade after shade, acting out because he is in his feelings. The streets are convinced that Iman is so down after seeing his ex move on with someone so much better than him. And instead of just moving on with the mistresses he's been playing around with while they were married, he stays salty and petty and decided to use their children to get at her. I mean, why would Iman be so pressed about losing the Teyana Taylor? Like, how do you fumble a generational baddie? Before their divorce was finalized, he was out here popping out with all kind of women. Do you remember where he even showed out with Amber Rose just to show Teyana that he was outside and doing his thing? The only reason we even got to know that they were separated and filing for a divorce was because Iman was out here letting one of his side bees wear his chain and was super cozy with her. So Teyana had to stop what she was doing in her booked and busy life and come out just to explain what was going on so she wouldn't be out here looking like a fool. Even when they were together, there was never a day where there wasn't one cheating rumor or another pertaining to Iman. Soon after they got together in 2016, a woman came out to say that she was with him for 2 years at that point. So he had been with her through his relationship with Teyana. Iman came out and denied it, and Teyana stood by him. And it didn't take too long for people to find out that once again, Iman was introducing other women to their bed, and Teyana tried to spin the situation around by saying that she was the one that suggested it. Like, who did she think was gonna believe that?
Everybody heard that, like, me and my husband had threesomes before. It was like, oh, she's willing to do that to keep a man. I'm like,
nah.
That was all me. That was all me. Like, but I hate the idea of people thinking like it's always the guy that wants this, that. So she introduced you to the poly life. It's like me introducing that, you know what I'm saying, to my husband, and it's just like, yo, this is what I want to do.
But no matter how much she tried to protect his name, he was back in the news again, and this time around was tied to Drake's baby mama, Sophia. Sophia didn't have any idea who the father of her child was, and Iman's name was thrown into the mix as one of the possible fathers. And for Iman's name to be in there in the first place, baby, that tells you all you need to know about that man. But now that Teyana is officially done with his behind and showing up to top tier industry events, holding hands and looking very lovey-dovey with Pierre, guess what Iman is doing? He's still trying to act like his eyes weren't bulging out when he saw the two of them together. Yet as soon as words started going around that Aaron and Teyana were indeed an item, he posted a laughing emoji. And not too long after, he posted a very short video where he was posed up with a woman who looked suspiciously like Teyana, as if referring to their relationship. And do y'all remember how he reacted when Teyana showed up at the Met Gala last year? Despite asking her to return every gift he had given her during their time together, he was still on his phone drooling over her and left a comment saying, "You ate, but I ain't telling you that ish." A few fans immediately clocked who he was talking about, and one asked, "So why you tell us, Bookie?" And Iman responded, "Obviously y'all can tell her and I don't have to." Then he later added, LOL, it was a cute way to say she killed it, but people don't laugh enough in life. Child, talk about bitter. But despite all of this taunting, Teyana still hasn't said a word about it and is still busy leveling up, getting more recognition now, and she doesn't have to be with a man who sees her as his competition. Iman was also the same one that said a few years back that men with money don't let their women pay bills and they don't care about how much money their women got. Yet when he and Teyana were getting a divorce, he couldn't help yapping on and on about how she was earning more than him since he left the NBA, saying that she should be the one bearing most of the responsibilities when it comes to taking care of their children. He also wanted royalties from projects that Teyana did before they got together. Talk about trifling.
Listen, a nigga with money don't want you to listen. I'm gonna give this out to all women worldwide. Niggas with money don't want you paying no. We don't care for you to do that. We not coming to get you for no bread. If you do that and you get your own bread on the side, we gonna clap our hands for it. We gonna smile about it. We gonna be proud of it. We don't need you to do it.
And when Teyana didn't let anything that Iman was trying to do get to her and kept it classy, Iman was out here trying to push Teyana's buttons by using their children to mess with her, thinking that she was just gonna keep quiet the way that she did while they were together. But Teyana isn't having any of that at all. Not too long ago, Teyana took Iman to court again, saying that whenever it's Iman's turn to have their children, he always has women frolicking around the house. Teyana would hear the women's voices in the house whenever she FaceTimed her kids to check on them. And what really got her seething was when her eldest daughter came to her confused after seeing Iman and his companion sharing a bed. Iman told his daughter that the woman was just staying with him because her home was broken and had nowhere else to stay. But their daughter still had questions and brought it straight to her mother. Teyana clearly told Iman not to have flings around their children when it's his turn to have them, and there's no reason why he should be having them around their daughters anyway, since the kids don't spend very much time with him anyway. But once Iman knew that this was something she wasn't okay with, he really went in. He brought the women along while he and the kids were going out to spend time together and allegedly encouraged their kids to hang around this woman they didn't really know. Now, Teyana and Iman didn't really talk to each other unless it had something to do with the kids. But Iman is still too invested in Teyana's life and still doesn't want to let go.
I saw somebody make a joke somewhere once that a lot of men like to use Black women in order to live their soft life, in order to live a come up. And you know what? It really is true. Also, Black women, please be careful, because a lot of times the most jealous person around you is either going to be your mother or your man.
She already openly talked about how he stopped her from getting gigs and she couldn't take certain projects because she wanted to keep their family together, not hurt his ego. Iman just couldn't handle who Teyana is and couldn't wrap his head around why people loved her so much. Now that she's receiving even more support and love for the work she's doing in the industry and her new relationship, he's trying to keep his foot in the door and trying to wreck what she's got going on. But Teyana isn't having any of it, and people can also see what he's trying to do, and baby, they calling him out on it. Iman Shumpert really fumbled a multi-talented generational baddie. Shaking my head. Future, DDG, and Iman Shumpert single-handedly reviving I'm a good dad and she's a bitter baby mama, but never actually got over their baby mamas after being awful to the mother of their children and complaining to the world about it. He will never find another Teyana Taylor. His karma is having to live with that every day while she moves on with her life. Love that for him. What do y'all think? Share your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, baddies.